The Australian states of Victoria and South Australia have some of the best deer stalking you will find anywhere in the world. From July 2013, Victoria is shedding a great wodge of bureaucracy that stops international hunters from coming here. I'm out to see what's going to be on offer with the help of pro deer stalker Mark Reams.
Deer stalking is pretty big here now, so it's got quite popular. So there's a lot more deer around now than there has been in previous years, so yeah, it's getting quite popular now.
What are we after this morning?
We're going to go down the bush line here and have a look for a fallow deer. So there's quite a few in this area. Some good stags have been shot here, so with any luck we'll wander down there and hopefully run into a couple and see how we go. But
you only have fallow deer here. What else do you have?
There are red deer here as well. Not as many, but they're easily noticed, so they get shot. But the fallow are coming on quite good here. So.
Species include chital, hog deer, red deer and this one, sambar. One of the 8 deer species is fallow. Mark filmed this old boy during the rut, which takes place in April. It wasn't long before Mark came back. This is a sportsman's paradise. Now, a fallow herd can be tough to get near to, with so many eyes alert for danger.
We've got some deer just over the rise here, about 300 yards down. So I think what we'll do, Charles, is we might get back into the bush line here, creep down very quietly and see if we can't, we'll have a look, see if there's a trophy animal here. If not, we're going to proceed, see if we can get a nice eating one or something like that.
In Australian rules deer hunting, they employ an Aussie early alert system. Not only are we trying to outwit the deer, but the marsupials are keen to sound the alert if things aren't right. A happy kangaroo means happy deer, so that means we have to head into the bush and work around.
There's about 50 odd kangaroos down there, so that's, we've got, plus the deer, 50 or 60 sets of eyes watching out for us. So we'll sneak up through the cover as quiet as we can and see how we go.
We don't want them to get the bounce on us. The bounce. We have to be silent. However, we are in a gum tree wood, and gum trees like to keep down the competition by occasionally bursting into flames. They create that effect by shedding dry bark and branches and waiting for someone to drop a cigarette in the wrong place during the dry season. It means we're walking on what is effectively kindling. Still, what do I know about the natural environment? We hear this, which I identify as this. And Mark confirms is this.
It was a koala. He's calling out for his girlfriends.
Despite the wildlife of the Pacific Rim conspiring against us, we managed to get into position. But they haven't invented a bullet that passes accurately through eucalyptus, so Mark says we have to move one dry tree trunk nearer. And that's our mistake. We trip the kangaroo security beam, and they're off, taking the deer with them. So nothing mucks up your morning stalking like kangaroos do. So can you come and hunt deer here? Yes, you can. All the deer species are introduced from somewhere. None are A-grade Australian wildlife, so stalking them is something the government encourages.
So we're trying to open and grow that market, and we really encourage people to come to this country and take advantage, particularly of our wonderful game resources in Victoria.
Basically, Victoria is open for business as far as hunting is concerned.
Open for business. We'd love to see any international visitor here. Lots of Australians go overseas. We'd like to see that come the other way as well.
Like South Africa and the springbok, Ireland and the red stag, and the Bahamas and the blue marlin, Australia belongs to a long list of countries around the world that hunts its national symbol. Kangaroos have reached plague proportions in many parts of the country, but Australian shooters and the Australian government take kangaroo culls extremely seriously. There is a great layer of regulation before anyone is allowed to shoot a roo, and farms have to apply for a destruction permit. Mark takes us to one such farm. It's not long before a mob of kangaroos cross our path, and we drop one where it stands using Zoa's new 101 in 3006.
There are an awful lot of good animals, aren't there?
Kangaroos, yes, especially now in the southern parts of Australia. The southern grey kangaroo, due to the farmers opening up all the countryside and everything, Their numbers have exploded. Now the government issues permits to have them shot. Otherwise they just eat all the food and they die in mass numbers. So now they shoot them under the permit system. It's an option that farmers have now to help them clear out the land a little bit.
Okay, but whereas other things like rabbits and feral pigs in the Northern Territories, I mean, there's a kind of wipe clean.
Yeah, an open slather type thing where they just want them eradicated entirely. Where the kangaroo, it's under a more of a managed program.
Yeah, incredible animals. I mean, we have no frame of reference for this in the UK at all, but I mean, look at these extraordinary hind legs for getting around on.
Yeah, half the kangaroo's legs, muscles for bounding, a long table to stabilise it as it hops, and you know, small front legs which are near useless only for grasping things, but as they say, they can travel huge distance in a short amount of time. As I said, they're perfectly designed for the country.
And you can't build a kangaroo-proof fence?
No, a 6-foot fence is nothing for a kangaroo to jump.
Really?
Like a normal farm fence like these ones is just a mild obstacle. Yeah.
Tell me about the eating on this thing, because I mean, that looks like a reasonably good leg.
Yeah, well, now in Australia they are shot by professionals for the human consumption trade. So now that you can have kangaroos that have been processed in an abattoir, and you can buy selected cuts in your supermarkets now.
Just like any game.
Any game meat. It's very lean, high in protein, low in fat, so it's a very good quality meat. And it's just starting to take off now in Australia, where it's more acceptable now than it used to be, of course.
Why people didn't like kangaroo? Why didn't they like it?
Well, they're seen as the Australian emblem, cuddly type of animal, but now they're coming towards it. It's no good wasting animals that are shot now, so they're going to be shot commercially, and they're not wasted. The skins are put to good use, the meat's put to good use, so we're not wasting it.
So you can be cuddly, edible, and make a nice hat?
Yes, you can. Yep.
We came for deer, but we ended up with a kangaroo, and we did try roo meat that night. It was certainly lean, but the ribeye steak was more appealing. And don't forget that deer stalking in Victoria will be open to all international hunters from July 2013.